Congratulations to Terry Sewell for her relentless, persistent leadership and advocacy for this Voting Rights Act. Little did we know when it would be finally passed here in the House that John would not be with us. But I do know that he is with us in spirit, and as Congresswoman Sewell said earlier, he's kind of looking down on us with great pride. Certainly pride in Terry Sewell. The district that she represents is full of history, but she is making progress in addition to honoring that history. The district that she represents has seen great pain, but she wants to bring great change. And what better way than the vote to make things different. So much of the protection of the vote happened in her state in Alabama. And I just want to tell this one story. I was recently, you know, the case is Shelby County versus Holder. That would be Eric Holder, the former Attorney General of the United States. Right now, he's working very hard to pass H.R. 4, H.R. 1, have fairness in our elections and the rest. And I saw him recently, and I said to his wife, Sharon, thank you for sharing Eric with us all, because the work he's doing for voting rights is just so remarkable, so remarkable. And she said to me, you don't have to thank me for his doing that work. And she showed me a picture of Lyndon Johnson signing the Voting Rights Act. Lucy Baines is right behind him. She was with all of you last week. When she was here with you before, she said, I was standing behind my daddy when they did the voting rights. She's standing right behind her daddy. But a few steps away is Sharon's sister. Yeah. She was the first one of the first who tried to go to college in the University of Alabama that George Wallace prevented. So she said, you don't have to thank me for the work that he does for voting rights. It's completely in our family. So John Lewis was about connections, and how he fought the fight himself, revered the past that brought him to the place he was, and looked to the future. How proud he would be of our Texas friends who are here for the courage they are showing for the vote. So here we are. As Stenny and others will attest, we were here when we passed the bill in 2006. 2006, it was overwhelmingly bipartisan. In the House, nearly 400 votes. In the Senate, unanimous. And we walked down those steps in a bipartisan way, the steps of the Capitol, to just celebrate together. Then President Bush signed the legislation with great pride. With great pride. And with great pride, he came to Selma, Alabama, and for the 50th anniversary of the march, and he was welcomed with great pride.
With Miss Laura.
And that was a pretty wonderful honor to have Mrs. Bush and Laura Bush there as well. But in any event, to thank all that you have acknowledged, of course, Stenny, Mr. Nadler. Mr. Kyburn isn't here, but this is what his life has been about. Steve Cohen and his committee did such a great job. G.K. Butterfield, Zoe Lofgren, Joyce Beatty, Judy Chu, and Chuy Garcia, who is here from the Hispanic Caucus. It took so many people, but it also took the spirit of our caucus, which has long been inspired by the spirit of John Lewis. What an honor it was, all of us, to serve with him. What a further honor it is to pass legislation in his name, and how fortunate we are to have such a great sponsor of the bill. Persistent, Terry Sewell. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Now it is my pleasure to yield to someone who's been on this case for a very long time as well. He knows the history, he knows the people, he knows the possibilities, he makes things happen, and when it comes to voting rights, and Selma, you've probably been there more than any other member,
I think so.
right?
That may be it.
Oh, not John Lewis.
John Lewis. John Lewis.
But our very distinguished leader, Democratic leader, Steny Hoyer.
Thank you so much.